Good afternoon and welcome to our lesson today. And I would want to say that I hope that we've been able to go through the course outline and you've been able to see what is expected of us during the learning of this unit that we call personal management skills. Now, when you hear the word personal, it refers to an individual. Yeah, what are some of those skills that I need to have as a person for me to be able to manage myself effectively, or for me to be able to perform my duties well? That is what we call the personal management skills. Now, these skills revolve around so many things. For example, decision. How do you resolve issues? How do you manage conflict as an individual? How do you manage your time, etc? So these are some of the most it is very important for us to be able to acquire these skills so that we are able to perform our duties effectively. So one of the main or the most important skills that we need to know is what we call the decision making. Now, decision making is very, very important. Why is it important? Because sometimes you, as a customer service, could be given certain duties, and sometimes some of these duties might force you to make or to take up certain decisions. Okay, therefore it is a commitment. A decision making is a commitment to something and an action. So when you make a decision, you commit yourself. So decision making is very, very important in an organization. We've got different types of decisions. These are basic decisions. We've got what we call the programmed and the non-programmed decision. Now, this program and the non-programmed, these are decisions that are programmed. Decisions are based on policy, whereas unprogrammed or non-programmed arise as a result of a certain scenario. So they are not based on anything. They've got nothing that you can say it had happened before. But the program decision revolve around policies that have been set by the organization. We also have got major and minor decision. Now, major decision revolve around a lot of caution, whereas minor decisions are based only as an alternative. Okay, then we also have got simple and complex decision. Under that, we say it is meant to give or take simple and complex decision. So simple decision only refers to those decisions that are made and after having considered how to resolve a particular problem. So it's important for you to be able to understand what are the different types of decisions that you could find yourself making. Of course, you've got the individual decision and you've got the group decision. Now, group decision could refer to, for example, if you're working as customer service consultant. Okay, what happens is that maybe you've got certain problems that affect you. So you could come up with decisions as a group, whereas an individual decision is only based on you as an individual. So whatever decisions you make, you are also responsible for them as an individual. Okay, so what are some of the steps? What are some of the steps that you need to follow when you're making a decision? So when you're making a decision, it is very, very important for you to follow a certain protocol. We've got what we call the decision the problem solving model. Yeah, these are very, very common question in your exam, where you could be asked to give the steps that you follow when you're resolving or when you're solving a problem. So what are some of the things that you need to consider is that you need to recognize that there's a problem. Yeah, before you make a decision, you have to appreciate that in the beginning we have this problem, and now this problem, when you are able to identify and recognize the problem, you are now able to decide on the priorities, yeah, among the problems. So if you have got several small problems, out of those small problems, you're able to identify the main problem. After you've done that, you need to diagnose. Yeah, diagnose, just like when you go to see a doctor, they are able to do some lab tests for them to be able to diagnose the illness you're suffering from. Therefore, when you're also doing this in terms of decision, you have to diagnose. Yeah, look at it in terms of what are some of the problems that could have caused this? What are some of the symptoms that would have caused this problem? Okay, after you've done that, try to develop alternative solution. Try to look at it in terms of, apart from this could be a possible solution, look at the different alternative solutions that you've come up. After you've done that, try to measure and compare the alternatives. Out of the many alternatives that you have, try to identify a main solution to that problem. After that, you need to convert this decision into an action. So whatever decision you make, you need to make or convert it into an action. So how do you effect it into an action is by making sure that you communicate to the employees about the decision that you have made. So it is very, very important for us to be able to know, yeah, or for us to be able to identify with the problem solving model. This is very, very important for you, and you will need to be able to understand it, because when you understand it, you'll be able to deal with it effectively when you are in that situation. So as a customer service consultant, it is very, very important to be able to do that. So sometimes you find that you could be having problems, yeah? There are certain challenges that you would face when you are handling these problems. So what are some of the challenges that you would encounter as a customer service consultant, yeah? So I'm basically giving a summary of what I have taught, or the notes that I have given you before. And I've already sent you the audio, yeah? So I've already sent you the audio, and I hope this is just a summary for you to be able to understand it better, okay? So what are some of the challenges? Yeah, we say it is a problem solving is an active resolution to a challenge situation. So problems are challenges that we prefer to avoid, and this should not be a possibility, yeah? So problem solving is considered to be stress, yeah? You know, when you have a problem, it becomes very, very stressful for you as an individual. So what are some of the challenges, yeah? But what we need to do is to ensure that the service providers are able to equip themselves to make decisions and solve problem by learning, yeah? You need to come up with strategies. You also need to come up with negotiating tools, yeah, or negotiating skills, so which is very, very important. We're also able to look at the confronting conflict. Now this is where we say a conflict is a hostile encounter that occurs as a result of opposing needs. Now, when you work, you will always have opinion, different people coming up with different ways of thinking. Therefore, what happens is there could be a clash. So when you're encountering this kind of conflict, remember to ensure that you're able to listen to the other views other than what is being presented. You know, you need to be open-minded. Don't limit yourself to just one side of the story, okay? Do not bring out old problems from the past. Sometimes when you have this conflict, we are very good in reminding our opponents, you know, even this thing happened last time, so don't try to go back to previous problems, okay? Use tact as you respond to other, yeah? Do not address or do not show up your anger. You know, you need to be very calm. You need to be very, very positive, that you're going to look at it positively. Okay, so I hope with that I've been able to give a summary of what is a problem. Sorry, what is a decision? Yeah, what is a problem solving? Yeah, what are some of the model? What is the problem solving model and how to go about it? Just as I've said before, in case there's an issue, you need some clarification, in case there's a point you don't understand, in case there's anything that you want to clarify, please feel free to contact me. I'll be available. We have a very active WhatsApp group. Please, let's make good use of. I want to you that especially for both our certificate and our diploma students who are pursuing customer service, that we could be doing our exams in December. So I want to make sure that I have prepared you fully, so that when we sit for that exam, God willing, in December, we will not have any problem. So I'm urging you to make sure that you get on board, make sure that you are available to, you know, for the online training, make sure that you're also available for Zoom classes, make sure that you also write your notes. Okay, so I will do my very best. You have my commitment that I will do my very best to ensure that you are equipped with the skills and the knowledge that will make you a suitable candidate, and therefore to be able to achieve your dream career in customer service. So on those few remarks, I want to take this opportunity to wish you a very good day. Thank you.